I don't even like wine, but guess what? You're gonna like it. I need some cheese.
What's up, guys? This is Barnabas, aka Mac and Cheese, bringing you a game of domination on Hardhat. Thought I would go over to this map next. Pretty straightforward. A lot of you guys probably already know this, but obviously you want to grab A and B for the spawn trap here. It's really easy to maintain a C spawn trap. Now, if you just patrol these areas, the area in green here, you're going to basically guarantee that their spawns are going to happen in the places marked. These are the positions that you're going to want to basically take up. So you got two guys up top, two guys that flow through the middle, and then two guys that kind of stay back towards A. Now, at the beginning here, we're playing team tactical, so we're going to have three guys run to B, and I'm going to go grab A. So this is the ideal situation. Nobody's really going to kind of push over here, but I'm just aiming down sights just in case. And you see it takes a lot longer. So now I'm going to stay here at A. I'm going to pause the video right here, and I'm basically just going to kind of showcase that these are the two areas, obviously, that I'm looking at. And I'm more concerned with people that come through on the left, because the people that come through on the right, I can at least see their shadows. Now, as I'm kind of taking cover behind and I look to the left, you'll see that I use the wall to my right as cover for the right-hand side. And that's something that you kind of want to do whenever you're trying to head glitch or you're trying to kind of watch an area. Now I'm going to speed the footage up a little bit here because it gets a little boring. I'm sitting here, I'm kind of watching this. You see how I saw his shadow before he got here. And I'm just kind of holding down A. I'm kind of head glitching this area. Not really the best spot to be holding down A. Usually the best spot would be back up the hill a little bit. Basically my 3 o'clock from here, and you can kind of hold down from a little bit farther away from A. You never generally want to stay sitting on the flag, but it's team tactical. I'm not too worried that that these guys are gonna kind of give me too much trouble. And if they do, I know there's only 2 or 3 people on the other team. Granted, there's not going to be 4 of them running at me at all times. But if I do get in trouble, I know that I'll probably be able to get back to A to help grab it back. Now, I'm just going to basically kind of be sitting around here. I'm going to call in my my air support, and I'm just going to kind of patrol this area. Eventually, I'm going to kind of branch out from it a little bit, so I'm not just kind of sitting in one spot right on top of the flag like a complete noob, even though it is kind of boring, you know, my job right here. But again, somebody's got to do that to maintain A, so we get a really, really easy spawn trap going. Now, you see, as I kind of push up and I check those sides, I don't kind of run around the front half of that. Again, kind of just speeding up the video because it gets a little bit boring here, because my job is just to hold down A. So I go and check B because I know people are kind of flanking around. Smith right there is kind of watching the tunnel, and we're just kind of waiting for some action. All the action's happening up top of the map. But as you're kind of, you know, moving around the area, I'm trying not to push too far into the danger zone. That's why I went around the bottom half of that horseshoe there rather than the top half of it. Now I'm getting a little bit of action over here. I'm getting a stun marker. So instead of just kind of pushing down to A, I'm going to hold back a little bit, use these pillars for cover, so that when these guys try and push in, because I know they're going to push in. I know there's another guy. There's 2 guys. I see them on the mini map. Now before they push in, I'm going to throw out a stun grenade, and now is a good time to reload because I got a stun on them. And I'm going to keep using these pillars as cover. Smith runs around that corner and takes care of it, so I got nothing else to worry about here. But I was trying to play it safe there. I was trying to be tactical, using the pillars as cover, making them kind of come around and giving myself the advantage. So now I know that those guys got killed, so they're down. Meanwhile, we lost B, so I was pushing over towards B. I see that all 3 of our guys are running over to B, and so I'm going to go back and make sure that we don't lose A while we're trying to grab B, because I know we got 3 guys on B. That means that we got maybe 1 guy on A. So luckily I take those 2 guys out, and we can maintain the A-B now from this position and basically get reset up for the spawn trap. Again, just kind of checking my corners, and I'm about to go call in my my Reaper. Get some cool flames there. Now as I'm using the Reaper, I'm kind of calling out, yep, they're spawning up top. They're pushing up top, or then I'll tell them, you know, they're pushing through the middle, and people can kind of basically get an idea of where they're going to be heading. As soon as I see somebody trying to shoot me down, I follow that conch trail, and I head to that guy's general direction and try and take him out as soon as possible. So I do get taken out pretty quickly. I didn't even get to go through my whole range, but I did notice that they were it did look like there were some guys that were about to start pushing in this direction, so I quickly got back into position and kind of waited for them. Didn't get any action, so I throw a stun grenade before I leave that area to maybe see if I get a hit marker or something, so I'm not just leaving. And then I kind of move my way back, do a little bit of back and forth here, and I get into an area. So what kind of comes up next is I think where I make my first big mistake. So I throw a grenade over here because I know there's a lot of action. I see all my teammates over there, so then I realize, okay, we're probably going to be losing A. I hear we're losing A. Now, as I start moving back, A was flashing, but now it's not flashing anymore. And as I go around this corner, I'm a little bit careless. I should have realized that it was a run-through because A stopped flashing. Now, right here, this guy, Bama guy, another OTC member of ours, got the jump on me and easily took me out. And that was my fault. Right here is where the LMG kind of shines. I can just load into guys. As long as I'm kind of on target, I'll get the kill. Now, before I push in there, again, throwing my stun grenade, checking. He obviously went the other way, so that's why I know to now push around this side. And sure enough, there goes A, starting to get taken. Now, this is the best area to kind of hold down A because you can get behind this wall for cover here. But it's only 4v4, so I'm not too worried about it. And now we're back in position. I hear that we're losing B, but I think that we got some guys that are about to push back and grab it. And since my job's A, I'm not going to be too worried about B. These guys are now coming up the rear, going through the middle, and they're going to go back and grab A. Meanwhile, I hear that right there that we were losing B. I get kind of lucky right there, but I heard that we were losing A, sorry, and I didn't go kind of rushing in, but I figured there was a run-through. Get two guys there with my secondary because rather than kind of trying to reload and go after that again. Now, sorry, what I want to do here is kind of talk about Predator strategy. I see there's 4 guys on the map. One guy's close to B. He's about to go to cover. A guy on the lower side is going to go to cover. But I see 2 guys heading in the same direction up top, so I go towards them. Now, I'm going to aim in this general direction. And once I feel like they're close enough, that's when I'm going to fire my rocket booster and get the Predator missile to get there a little bit quicker. That's going to guarantee me a double, basically, because I'm getting that blast radius. Now, I've taken note where the other 2 guys are. I know that there's not too many guys down here towards A because I just took those 2 guys out. Feel that's a good time to reload, get back set up, and throw my my chopper in the air. Now, I'm trying to be a little bit unpredictable in this area. Again, I've talked about trying to be unpredictable. They know that I'm constantly sitting down there by A. I've gotten a lot of kills back there, so now I'm going to kind of push in just a little bit, not too far. I saw that somebody shot something up in the air, and now I'm going to get that guy before he can even get anywhere close to A, making him have to be a little bit more cautious as he starts heading towards A for the next time around. Sure enough, he's kind of peeking around the corner, and I grabbed him again. Now I got a Reaper. Figure, where it's 188 to 107. I'm just going to call it in because we're close to the end of the map, and I know that I can kind of hold things down from the air if I need to for the last kind of 20 or 30 seconds of the game. I'm also able to relay where my team, again, where these guys are coming to my team, and we're going to be able to kind of maintain this win pretty easily. So things are kind of wrapping up, guys. Some things kind of taken away here is just, again, always be unpredictable. Sorry, you don't want to be predictable. Be unpredictable. Try and realize how to play domination so that your team can win. Knowing your role on the team is going to be very important. I was playing a very defensive role that time, and it was a super easy win. But that's Hardhat. Hope you guys got something. I will see you next time. Peace.